Ukraine's FPV victory, the new face of the war. Ukraine is starting a new era on the battlefield with the victory it has recently achieved with FPV, first-person view drones. Today, Ukrainian forces neutralized a number of Russian armored vehicles located in the inspection zone, using FPV and first-person view attack drones. According to the videos shared by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles have landed an effective blow by shooting down a convoy of Russian armored vehicles. In the videos, it is possible to see the attacks of FPV drones against various armored vehicles. It is stated that an attack drone destroyed 72 Russian armored vehicles, including 3 T-11 tanks. This success redefines not only Ukraine's defense capacity, but also its war strategies. FPV drones are changing the course of war with their fast and precise attack capabilities. The advantage gained by Ukraine using this technology may lead other countries to revise their defense strategies and become more effective on modern battlefields. In particular, the intelligent targeted attack capabilities of FPV drones provide an effective defense against large and heavily armored troops. With the use of this technology, Ukraine was able to effectively destroy Russian armored vehicles and strengthen its defensive positions. Ukraine's FPV victory represents not only a technological achievement, but also a period in which war strategies are evolving. It shows that in addition to traditional armies, technology-oriented and agile troops can also take an active role in warfare. This success changes the balances in the field of defense and defines the new face of modern warfare. This victory of Ukraine shows that FPV technology is not limited only to civilian use, but can also play an important role in the fields of defense and security. While the likelihood of other countries investing in similar technologies is increasing, Ukraine's success further emphasizes the potential of technology in the future of war. The West is paying attention to the technological superiority of Ukraine. Ukraine's FPV drone victory has once again demonstrated the importance of a technological superiority not only against Russian tanks, but also on modern battlefields. Western countries are following this success carefully and are starting to see it as an example of Ukraine's defense strategy. Apparently, Ukraine has the ability to successfully use a number of FPV drones, which it can use not only for defensive, but also offensive purposes. In particular, the effective attacks of the FPV drone swarm directed by the Queen on Russian positions are a revolution in modern combat strategies. As a response to criticism that the Russian military is weakening its own defenses by gathering in large groups, Ukraine's agile and technology-oriented tactics point to the potential to become more effective on the battlefield. This technological advantage gained by Ukraine also reveals the weaknesses in Russia's military tactics. Russian troops were constantly criticized by Western analysts for weakening their own defenses by gathering in large groups during the war. Ukraine's FPV drone victory shows how turning to more agile and technology-oriented strategies, instead of such traditional tactics, can be transformed into success on the battlefield. Ukraine stands out not only as a belligerent country, but also as one of the pioneers of modern war strategies. The use of relatively economical and highly effective technologies, such as FPV drones, can serve as an example for other countries. Western countries may be more likely to review their defense strategies and invest in similar technologies. This victory can be a source of inspiration not only for Ukraine, but also for other countries. It shows that technological superiority on modern battlefields is a critical factor in the success of not only large armies, but also armies equipped with technology and agility. This victory achieved by Ukraine marks an era that could shape the future of modern war strategies by combining defensive and offensive capabilities. Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles have achieved a great victory by almost blowing up Russian armored vehicles in the control zone. Ukrainian forces conducted an effective operation using specially designed FPV, first-person view, or first-person view attack drones to shoot down a convoy of Russian armored vehicles. This stunning incident was also confirmed by video footage shared by the Ministry of Defense. The Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicle destroyed 11 Russian armored vehicles and 7 armored fighting vehicles, including 3 T-72 tanks, in the attack that took place near the settlement of Nova Mikva. The Ministry of Defense stressed the effectiveness of RFPV unmanned aerial vehicles on the battlefield, noting that the use of this technology is extremely effective against Russian armored vehicles. The video footage clearly reveals the success that Ukraine achieved during this attack. At a time when the lines on the eastern Ukrainian front of the war have become vulnerable to rapid and accurate artillery fire and unmanned aerial vehicle attacks, this FPV drone victory of Ukraine attracts attention. Despite Russia's capacity to build 100 tanks per month, the fact that Ukraine is equipped with more modern weapons with Western support allows it to continue its offensive efforts. However, a report that Russia is moving old tanks to storage and renewing tank stacks points to the potential for Russia to suffer major losses in the coming years. Various images of the rapid attacks of FPV drones against Russian tanks show that these drones are moving towards their targets, causing impressive explosions, and some of them are engulfed in flames. Ukraine's strategy of using this relatively economical unmanned aerial vehicle technology has been confirmed once again with this clear victory over the armored forces. Ukraine also effectively uses swarms of FPV drones, led by Queen, which are used to attack Russian positions. The fact that a Russian soldier shared in an interview that he witnessed effective attacks on Russian positions by a swarm of Ukrainian FPV drones, guided by the Queen, demonstrates Ukraine's ability to successfully use this technology. Ukraine's FPV drone victory opens the door to a new era in modern combat strategies. The use of this low-cost, effective and fast technology points to a force that can change the balance on the battlefield. This victory is also a reaction to criticism about Russia's offensive tactics. Western military analysts believe that Ukraine's efforts to build new defense lines and repel Kremlin forces may limit Russia's Avdiivka success. However, the threat of ammunition shortages remains. This victory took place at a time when Ukraine was not only defending its own territory, but also demonstrating its technological superiority on modern battlefields. Ukraine's success may also inspire other countries to review their defense strategies and invest in similar technologies.